doing you like kind of low pace?
I just got back from one of the best weekends ever. Awesome people, awesome places. Let me tell you a bit about it. I'm absolutely knackered. Today we're going on a road trip. Oh yeah. First stop, Duxford. So the first thing you have to do at Duxford is go straight to the airfield because there's always something amazing going on. Sure enough, 2 incredible planes coming our way, and yeah, another one just fired up. Yeah, you got to keep your wits about you because there's always something awesome. Been there 2 seconds and there is a Hawker Hurricane just rolling towards us, and it's mate a Supermarine Spitfire. Incredible. I love this place. It's super special. It's not just things sitting around, it's a working airfield with the real deals. There's another Spitfire just coming out of the hangar to play. This place is amazing. B-17 just hanging out in the sun. These 2, not the ones that we saw being towed earlier. These are 2-seater converted Spitfires that you can actually buy an experience in. This is 2 of them, so this is a 2-person experience. So that's going to set you back, what is it, 6,700 quid? Money very well spent. I would very much advise you to check the shop links below and the Patreon link because I would spend that money very wisely. Believe me, believe me. There you go, off into the beautiful blue sky. Incredible. I hear they even let you take the controls. Not a bad place to have your lunch, is it? This one's affectionately known as L. It's a Mark 11. And it was used for photo reconnaissance. That's why it's painted blue, so it's camouflaged at high altitude. So next I sat down to have some sandwiches and read my telephony book, and a flying team took off and gave me a private display for free. Absolutely amazing. Let's just sit back and watch these guys do what they do. Look at that! I've just sat on a bench by the side of the airfield. Incredible. Ooh, it's a B505 2-seater Hurricane with the call sign LXP on the side of it, and one there for our American friends. Oh, that's pretty cool too, isn't it? Would you stand on the wing of that? Oh, someone else is making a racket. What's that? That's pretty cool, isn't it? You can go on that one too. And one of the display team coming back into land. Listen to that. What we got here? Another Spitfire. Oh my goodness, this is amazing. So this is RW382 as painted with the call sign WZRR, piloted by George Hay, known as the Suffolk Spitfire. Look at that go. Incredible. So while George is away having some fun, we're going to go and look in one of the hangars. This is, oh, hello, that's pretty cool, isn't it? And this is the one behind you, shiny. And that's a Corsair right there, the fold-up wings so they can go on the aircraft carriers. Awesome. And there's loads of old aircraft parts and stuff here because this is a place where they actually fix them, get them flying airworthy again. Amazing. It's just stuffed to the rafters with incredible stuff. That's real flying, isn't it? Open cockpit. Look at that. Those are cool. And this is just getting silly now. Let's get back outside and see if George is back. There he is. And just coming into land. Lovely way to spend a Friday afternoon, gotta tell you. Flying around in your own Spitfire. It's gotta be good. There he is. Go on, George. Rev up that big old Merlin for the crowd. Now, have you ever seen anything like this? Spitfire being towed by a remote control tug. That's pretty amazing. And George was kind enough to stop and talk to people, and he let all of the kids queue up and sit in the plane. This is worth £3.5 million, by the way. And then just that second straight, but literally behind me, I hear a noise. Yeah, it's the B-17 Flying Fortress. Starting up his first engine there. Absolutely incredible, just belching out a load of smoke. How cool is that? I'm just going to let this play out because I think this is just so amazing. We'll just watch all 4 engines firing up. It's so good. You can skip ahead if you want to the next chapter. I've marked it out below, but you should take a long hard look at yourself if this is not really getting you excited. These enormous Pratt & Whitney radial engines, 750 horsepower each. How cool. And you see the guy there with the fire extinguisher. He's just standing there ready. You'll see when this starts up. I'll shut up for a second. Yeah, belches out a big load of smoke. That's just because these are radial engines, so you've got the cylinders arranged radially around it, and the oil drips down when it's not running into the ones at the bottom, and it burns it off on startup. There is a risk that they can set on fire, which just increases the excitement. In fact, if you get too much fluid in the cylinders, they can just blow up, which is I'm glad it didn't happen in this case, but it would be quite spectacular. So just walking over here to the 3rd engine to start up, signalling there. It's safe to do so. I'm just going to shut up and we'll listen to this, shall we? Amazing. Speaking to the ground crew afterwards, they were saying that this is a super reliable aircraft, and built in 1945. It's 78 years old, still going. And when you consider that the designers didn't really expect these to last for all that long, to be honest, the fact that it's still going, amazing, isn't it? Totally cool. This plane's called Sally B. But on one side you'll actually see the livery of Memphis Belle. That's because this has been in multiple films as starring as different aircraft, and they've kept it painted that way. Here it is taxiing, ready for its take off. Amazing. It's so powerful, you don't even really need much of a runway. The back wheel's already off the ground, look at that, unloading the fronts, and just gonna go head towards an air show now. All you need is a little flick of the elevators, there you are, and off the ground. Big old lump, but looking pretty graceful. Bloody hell. Only airworthy flying fortress in Europe. And of course, we couldn't leave without going to see the Avro Lancaster. Amazing, one of the only few in the world. And this is the first Lancaster of the weekend, more about that later. Don't forget the de Havilland Mosquito, best plane in the Second World War. Just Google Operation Jericho if you don't believe me. Might be seeing another Mosquito later as well. So, off to the north. Always cracks me up for that it's just the generic north on road signs in England. We're up in Lincoln now. There's a cathedral up on the hill, and we're going to go to one of my favourite places. Lovely cobbled street in this historic town. There's a good antique shop on the right, and that's a steep hill. They call it Steep Hill for a reason. There is a tea shop halfway, thank God. Excuse me, lads. And a lot of pirates in Lincoln, watch out. No, it's just a steampunk weekend going on. So I come across this shop, right, J. Birkett's, and I look in the window, and what do I see? A load of airplane dials. I'm thinking this place looks pretty interesting. Move across, and there's all kinds of old vintagey electronic components, scientific equipment. We move over to the other window, airplane pictures, and there's more dials and radio stuff and telephone exchange stuff. And I would have got footage of the inside as well, but I just got far too excited and carried away to even remember to take any video. And so we're just gonna have a little look at what we came away with. There's going to be a full video going through everything on the Patreon, so get over there if you want to have a look at me playing with some of this stuff, seeing how it all works, making machines with different components. Best thing, it's got to be this beautiful hand-built oscilloscope, and it all works perfectly and came with a spare tube. awesome. And as much as there's a selfish part of me that doesn't want to give away the best place ever, you should really go visit J Birkett's, run by the lovely Judy and Dave, and support them so that they can continue doing what they do. There ain't many places like this around. And I was a little nervous to try and find our next destination in the middle of the countryside, but I needn't have been, because you can't miss Mr. Cluckminster Fuller peeking out over the hedge. We're at the Nervous Squirrel's place. If you've not been under a rock, you've heard of the stuff that the Nervous Squirrel has made. Amazing synth stuff and all sorts of other things.
When we start the aircraft, the engines are very loud.
Oh yeah. We're at the Lincolnshire Aviation Heritage Centre with Lancaster number 2 of the weekend, Just Jane. It goes prop number 2. Yes, so awesome. If you look just under the bomb bay doors, you can see the tips of the other 2 props. There's a guy about to signal to start it up. Here it goes. So cool. This one is actually being currently restored to airworthy condition so it can fly, which would be amazing. But currently it's doing taxi runs, firing up these big 4 Merlin engines. It's deafening loud. It's amazing to stand right next to it. Incredible. You've got to go. You've got to go to this place. It's so good. So this one doesn't only just fire up its engines, it actually taxis. Do you see the guy in the turret up there? And there's someone in the back door. Well, you can pay to be in this while it taxis. It's only 400 quid. And I would again encourage you to have a look at the shop links below and the Patreon link. So there is one more in the UK that is flying with the RAF, the part of the Battle of Britain memorial flight. And we saw the one in Duxford. There's another one in Canada that also flies. They're the only 2 airworthy examples. I think there's another one being restored in Canada as well. But let me know if you know of any other examples. But I think one of only 5 in the world from the 7,377 that were built. I'm gonna just shut up and let you enjoy this. So the second Mosquito of the weekend is an amazing plane. It's a little bit less well known than the iconic Lancaster, but an incredible plane built out of wood, so it's less detectable by radar. One of the fastest at the time. Oh, hello, Teletype Fright. It always gets my attention. There was quite a few of them around in this amazing museum, so much more that I didn't actually film. The CAF especially is top notch. There's Just Jane again, out for the second taxi run. We had Chip Butty in between. Fantastic. I mean, what more could you want from a day? Incredible. And after the 2 taxi runs, there was a charity event where some ladies actually pulled the Lancaster.
It's going faster than when the engines were on.
My oscilloscopes were bumping up and down.
Very bumpy.
Alright,
It's as virtuosic as you can. I'm really sorry, Rosie. That was all I got of your amazing water recorders, and they really are as cool as they sound. Water recorders, like as in the like recorders, you know, but with water through them. Yeah, awesome, and it's just so true with like all of the things this weekend. Like, so good. I just forgot to film it, and like people are having fun. They don't want a camera shoved in their face, and yeah, I'm having fun. So I don't have to be filming everything every 2 seconds. And yeah, so this is just a few little clips of what I did manage to get. Good news is the nervous squirrel got a load of video of the stuff that I missed, so you can check the video out up there. And Rosie, who did those water recorders, Rosie Carr, you need to check out her music. Bloody, it's just incredible. New album out, You. The link is below.
Do you want to turn it up?
Deaf, I suppose.
Am I? I'm not, I'm just not. Oh!
the car was still going.
Breakdancing cow. Oh yeah, breakdancing cow. Can I get one?
This is Mike Harrison from the YouTube channel Mike's Electric Stuff, and showing us his amazing Marks generator. Yeah. And we're also blessed with a concert from Henry Dagg himself, here on his Hootie Scooty, cross between a scooter and a hurdy-gurdy, of course. Good.
The trouble is you don't get to thrust your hand in and out for wave.
It's the wrong way round, isn't it?
So what we're on for a string player. So what we're on for a string player.
Oh yeah. There we go.
Oh, chihuahua.
Yeah.
That didn't sound good.
No.
A fried power supply, but Mike had something else up his sleeve. A Jacob's ladder. One evening, and in the morning we headed to the Auto Jumble. If you were wondering what was in these blue sacks at the beginning of the video, I got a shed load, literally, of these nice wooden storage trays. all kinds of different types. And honestly, I only asked for the price for 3 of them, and the nice lady on the stall said, well, you could take all of them for £5. So couldn't turn that down, could I? I also spotted these nice British Telecom screwdrivers made by Footprint and Paramo, and some lovely switches and a display. Getting closer to my goal of filling up my British Telecom toolbox with genuine British Telecom tools.
Okay, so now try this and go.
Let him go.
Whoa! Oh, it's so hard.
Let me make sure it's in the middle. So let go for a sec.
Oh my god.
It's wobbly. I am wobbly.
And then we heard a noise coming down the road, and it turned out to be a load of friends in their old vintage tractors. Oh yeah! Woo! Oh, look at this big boy. And that was pretty much it for an amazing weekend. Except I will admit, I did stop off at Duxford again on the way back. Mostly because I was really tired driving, and, you know, any excuse really to pop in. I really recommend you get the membership for £5 a month, and you can just come as much as you like. And you don't even have to go in the hangars, you know. You can just hang out on the airfield, hang out with your little friends there, see all of the stuff over there. Incredible. What a weekend. Started off here on Friday, then went up north. Amazing, awesome, kind, wonderful people. Very talented. Jacob's ladders, setting fireballs with lighter fluid. Really developed the idea of the ceramics. We're now getting a breakdancing cow through the sound system, so big development there. Just, yeah, hanging out with cool people. It was amazing. And just to top it off, I get this message from Looking on No Computer. The other Lancaster from the Battle of Britain Memorial flight flew over the house. So between us, we saw all 3 in the country this weekend. Awesome. I am absolutely knackered. I'm gonna go to sleep, but I will update you soon on all sorts of stuff coming out. We got Machina Bristraka, we got modules coming out, we got loads of cool stuff. Get yourself over to Patreon to check out all of the videos. Good night.
Oh.
The cow was still going.
Break dancing cow.